Our top story today: after a slew of court hearings in the last 2 months, the Punjab and Haryana High Court is moving forward to close the long-standing land acquisition dispute on the Dwarka Expressway project. The reason for this road to have been stuck for so long for just a 2-kilometer stretch is because each party has been operating in isolation, with Huda believing one thing and the petitioners seeking something else. But is there hope in sight now? Here's my report on where the case stands today.
A crucial week for the new administrator at Gurgaon's Haryana Urban Development Authority. The long-delayed Dwarka Expressway or Northern Peripheral Road project is back in the courts for its disputed land acquisition. In the next few hours on 25th March, the Punjab and Haryana High Court will hear what Huda is doing to resolve the deadlock with landowners.
कुछ लोगों को हमें जो चौमा गांव के हैं या खिड़की दोला के हैं उन लोगों को कुछ एक दो और गांव हैं उन लोगों को भी हमने R&R पॉलिसी के तहत उनको रीसेटल करना है। तो वो प्रोसेस अभी जारी है। वो हम तुरंत क्योंकि उन लोगों को आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया है, उनका फिजिकल सर्वे भी करवा लिया है, उनको जगह प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं उनके एरिया के बराबर साइज़ का। बाकी जो उनके जो बिल्टअप हाउसेज हैं उनका भी कंपनसेशन हम उनको दे रहे हैं। उनको कंपनसेशन देंगे वो उनको घर बनाने के लिए, ताकि वो वहाँ पे घर बनाकर वहाँ पे सेटल हों और ये एरिया खाली हो सके।
The Huda administrator for Gurgaon anticipates that clearing these legal roadblocks could take 1.5 to 2 years for the Dwarka Expressway project. The landowners and plot holders on whose petition the court has halted the construction of the Dwarka Expressway on a 2-kilometer stretch since the last 7 years have another story to tell. While the petitioners say the list of beneficiaries stands at around 750, Huda is firm on its list of 319. They claim that Huda failed to initiate an out-of-court settlement with them as directed by the High Court before the upcoming hearing on 25th March. The plot holders say they will be made to pay high circle rates, which is unacceptable, and sectors 110A and 37C, which are being considered for settlement, lack basic infrastructure for them to live. Their new plea to the High Court would be to seek realignment of the Dwarka Expressway, citing multiple failures of Huda to offer an agreeable settlement package. This disconnect between the petitioners and Huda is not new. Administrator after administrator, the same lines have been mouthed, but with no results. Flat owners are unable to move into their homes for lack of seamless connectivity, and investors are unable to sell off due to poor sentiments. Now, developers invested in the region have impleaded themselves in the court case to push forward a speedy resolution.
The court has also given its position very clearly, saying that in such a large infrastructure matter, the court is not going to interfere whatsoever. However, on a humanitarian ground, whatever best can be given to these petitioners under the rehabilitation policy should be considered by the government of Haryana and should be given to them. And that's all that's happening. So there is nothing to fear that it's going to take a very long time or it's going to take 2 years. I think these fears are unfounded, and really I feel the person to really be talking to in this matter is probably the Chief Secretary, Principal Secretary, Government of Haryana for Town and Country Planning, because the matter is being handled more from Chandigarh than from Gurgaon.
The fate of more than 100 projects and thousands of home buyers is tied to the Dwarka Expressway's completion, and all eyes are on the Gurgaon administration to bring closure to this long-raging land acquisition dispute. With camera person Zubair Rizvi and Pooja Arya, Vasudha Sharma, NDTV.